What is going on, everyone? I am Mike. Welcome back to Tech 24/7 TV. Glad to have you back here because we are talking about something that no one likes. It's conference calls, right? Who likes conference calls? Raise your hand if you do not. That is certainly me. I spend a majority of my day, probably about 4 to 5 hours on conference calls. And I mean, let's be honest, conference calls, they stink. You know, you have audio problems. People can't hear you. You can't hear people. You have people's dogs in the background barking. You have that infamous, dreaded double mute, which people still haven't learned a year later into the pandemic. Well, if you are like me, you hate conference calls, you really want to make the best of it, I've got something for you to check out. These are the Jabra Evolve2 65s. These are on-ear headphones from Jabra, and they are meant to elevate your conference calling game. These sound good, they look good, and they really make, I guess, taking calls not only effortless, but maybe a little bit more pleasant. They cost about $225 to $250 depending on where you find them at, but these are wireless headphones that not only integrate with your computer, so they work with Skype, they work with Microsoft Teams, they work with BlueJeans, all the major unified communication platforms, but they also allow you to go ahead and connect to your iPad, your iPhone, so they support multi-devices, so you maybe don't necessarily have to take all your calls from your boring home office. Now, before we get in the review, just to make sure that you and I are on the same page, this video is not sponsored by Jabra, this video is not paid for by Jabra. I bought these headphones by my own money on Amazon, so if you want to pick up a pair for yourself, I'll put a link down in the description below where you can buy them on Amazon. Second, if you like this type of content and you want to see more accessory reviews, whether for your iPhone, your iPad, computer builds, make sure you click subscribe, turn on notifications because you don't want to miss the next video. Now, when I was looking for headphones, I wanted to make sure that one, my headphones are going to be extremely comfortable because I use them for long periods of time every day. Two, that I sound good, right? The audio quality going to solve my problem. And then three, that they're going to be integrated or work with my unified communications platform of choice. So my employer, they use Microsoft Teams, and these headphones specifically are designed for Teams, though they make headphones that work with Skype, Teams, BlueJeans, and Zoom as well. I'll put a link down in the support article, which will tell you which UC platforms that they work with in case you want to pick a pair up for yourself. So let's talk about the specifications. These headphones support Bluetooth 5, which is the latest version of Bluetooth that's available. There are many different buttons on the headphones. There's a volume up and down button. There's a mute button. And on the side here, there is a MFT or multifunction button. When it's connected to your computer, you can end a call, you can join a call that's already in progress, or you can go ahead and answer a call. When it's connected to your phone, it'll go ahead and call Siri. In terms of being comfortable, these are very comfortable, all right? They sit on ear, so they don't go over the ear. They don't cover your full ear. And there is this design here that this yoke, which will go ahead and pull in or pull out each of the ear cups individually for a better fit. These ear cups do fold in, so when traveling, you can put them inside the carrying case that they come with and have them fold in. There's a boom arm on the right hand ear cup, which will rotate up and down, allowing you to mute and unmute your call that you're on. So if you're talking to someone and you want to go mute without actually hitting the keyboard shortcut or hitting the mute button on your computer or your phone, you can do that very easily here, in addition to a physical button for that mute. Now, you can also use this to go ahead and answer your phone call. So if you have these on and if someone calls you, if you flip down the mic, it'll answer the phone call as well, which is a nice feature because you don't have to go fumbling around for, again, the keyboard shortcut, the keyboard button. You just flip down the mic and take the call. Now, since I'm using these for long periods of time, I want to make sure that the battery life is going to be appropriate, and these do not disappoint. When you plug these in, you're going to get a full battery charge in about 90 minutes. So on Sunday night, I make sure that they are charged before I start my day on Monday, and they generally last me throughout the week. I don't usually wear these when I'm listening to music. I use something different. If you're using the Evolve 65 strictly for phone calls, you're going to get about 35 hours of battery life. Now, if you're not using them for just taking phone calls, you can use them to listen to audio, and they do sound good. I mean, they are obviously not very bass heavy. It's a very clean, I would say, neutral sounding profile, but they do sound adequate enough where you can listen to podcasts, most music types, and you're going to be, I would say, satisfied with the way that they sound. Now, these headphones do have a charging dock that is available. It's about $60. I bought mine from Dell. Again, I'll put a link down in the description below if you want to pick that up. But you plop these in, and there's a nice charging station for you to go ahead and drop the headphones whenever you want to use them or whenever you're not using them. These come in basically two different models. There is a USB-C model, which I have, and the other version, which is USB-A. Now, the USB-C dongle, I would tell you that you want to make sure that you don't lose this because this piece is very expensive by itself. I think it's $100 if you lose it. But this will plug into your computer, and this is actually what makes the magic happen between your headphones and your computer. This is a separate transceiver that is going to be used to transmit audio between your headphones and this, and it's going to encode the audio, and it's going to make it sound better than basically what you get on Bluetooth. Now, when you plug these directly into your Mac, your PC, in my opinion, I think the audio quality is great. But what I want to hear from you is you let me know what you think about them. I have my dongle plugged directly into my Mac Mini via this Thunderbolt dock here, and we're going to record some audio using the voice notes application on my Mac. So let's go ahead and put these on. Hi, this is Mike, and we are recording audio. This is audio sample number 1. I'm using the Jabra Evolve2 plugged directly into my Mac Mini using the USB-C dongle that's included. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the audio samples. Now, having heard these before, I know they sound good. And I think they sound better than most Bluetooth headphones because of that pairing between the dongle and the headphones. It's not going to suffer from all the same kind of weaknesses that regular Bluetooth has because it is a direct communication between the device and the transceiver, which for me, I think that's going to make all the difference in the world. I want to make sure that when I'm on calls, as much as I don't like them, that this is coming across clear, intelligible, and concise. So let me know what you think about the audio samples down in the comments below, but for me, I think it is a winner. In addition to supporting the headphones being connected to the dongle, you also have the ability to be connected to 7 other devices. So for me, I have these headphones paired with my iPhone, with my iPad, which allows me to use Microsoft Teams on those devices and have these work as Bluetooth headphones. In order to go ahead and do so, you're going to need to download the Jabra app from the App Store, install it, and then once you install it, it'll walk you through the pairing process. You're going to hit the power button down, put it in pairing mode, and then from there, you can customize many of the different options that I talked about earlier. Now, if you are using this with your iPad or iPhone and you're using it as a speaker or as a microphone, you're going to get mostly the same functionality. There are some things that will not work that are reserved for the Mac client, but for the most part, I have not seen anything that's too significant where I'm like, oh, wow, I wish I had that feature on my iPhone or iPad that didn't work on my Mac. Now, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, are the Jabra 265s worth the price of admission of approximately $225? Well, for me, I say the answer is undoubtedly yes. If you take 20 hours of calls per week, you do that 50 weeks a year, that is 1,000 hours per year that you're spending on conference calls. If I take that price, I divide that by 1,000, I'm paying roughly a quarter per hour for every hour that I'm on the phone using these, which to me, that is a no-brainer. My sanity is worth way more than a quarter per hour, that fact. Now, if I also take in the fact that 1, I can use these with many different devices, 2, the audio quality sounds great, and 3, includes a charging cable and case, plus the ear cushions are replaceable, you're probably going to get more than a year's worth of use out of these. Now, what's not so great is if you lose the dongle, it's going to cost you $100 to go ahead and buy a new one and have that repaired with your device. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. My name is Mike. This is Tech 24/7 TV. I'll talk to you in the next one. And I'll leave a link down in the description below in case you want to pick up for it. Bah! Why do you do this? Coffee time. Now, when looking for headphones, I was Can you please stop yelling? Son of a